motivation now. You can imagine. And now I couldn't miss that trip, right? So I trained even much harder than I did in the past, and I've learned a few little things now from him doing our workouts together in the gymnasium, in Mike Bennett's gymnasium. And I won the Mr. Universe contest. And then 2 months later, in November, I flew down to South Africa and then stayed with him to December and met his whole family, stayed with them, and also it was an extraordinary experience. And what was, I think, very important to me was, what I remember, was not just the working out, but I watched him being down there for 3 weeks. I watched him as a businessman. And he, as you know, he owned a whole bunch of gymnasiums in South Africa. And so it was extraordinary for someone to take his talent as a bodybuilding champion, or again, whatever the talent you have is, but then to actually turn it into a business, and into a successful business. And so we had this gymnasium, and we traveled together to those various different gymnasiums. So that was the number one thing that I said, I got to think about that, not just about how to become a bodybuilding champion or how to become an actor, but how to also make money and how to keep that money. That is the thing. You got to become a businessman. And I learned that the marketing and the business aspect of everything is so important. And the other thing that had a tremendous impact on me was the way his family lived. There was a harmony in the house. It was an extraordinary harmony, I mean, that you very rarely see anywhere. The way he treated his wife with such unbelievable love, and the way he treated his children, and the way they worked together, and they took the children to school, and all of this, and honey this, and honey that, and kissing and hugging, and this, and the kids were hugged. I was not used to that. I grew up differently in my family, and there was not that kind of an affection on that level in Norris. So I saw that, and that became kind of like my new model. And so as I said, well, I'm looking forward one day to have a family. I look forward one day to have a wife and have children like this. So he was a real inspiration also in that way. So to me, I think that trip and having an idol like that was to me very, very important. Yes, right over here, the lady. Oh, wait. No, there's a guy with a leather jacket right here.
Hi, Arnold.
And you have prepared notes.
Yes.
Man.
That was me.
Let me pull mine out from the inside. Go ahead. This is the Frankus notes.
Well, my name is Ryan Gillen. I'm also with thearnoldfans.com. And we learned from McG last week that he showed you the new Terminator movie, and that you liked it and gave him the okay to use your image and voice in the film. If that's true, that's fantastic, because what's a Terminator movie without Arnold? And we're also excited about you doing a cameo for your buddy Sly in The Expendables. We're curious, if you do decide to return to starring in movies after you're out of office, what franchises would you most like to revisit, or would you try something new?
Well, first of all, let me just say that I get the question often of what I'm going to do after I'm finished with this job as governor. And as you know, if the Constitution would be different, I know what I would do. But that's not the case. So I really don't think much about it at this point, because we have such unbelievable problems in our state that I rather concentrate fully on the state and try to fix the problems, because I have, like I said, 2 more years, so there's plenty of time for me to fix the things that are broken. I've promised when I was elected that I would go to Sacramento and to fix things that are broken. We've worked very hard to fix some of those things. Some of the things are much tougher to fix than I thought it would take, and much longer. And but we never give up. As I always said, I'm like an Alabama tick. I hang there, I plug in, and I will go and do everything I can to fix this thing. And this year, for instance, we have already, one of the biggest things, like I said, was the budget, to fix the budget system. We're fixing that now, and it's up for a vote. The people on May 19th, with a special election, people can vote on that then, and that will be a huge, huge move forward again to fix something that was broken for, like I said, 6 decades. And the next thing is to reform healthcare and to go through those things all the way to the end. And I think that if I do a great job with that, then the opportunities, there's endless amount of opportunities available, and I don't have to be really concerned about what my next move is, because if I do a good job, then there's opportunities, if it is in show business, or if it is to continue on in politics, or if it is to go and become maybe more involved in protecting the environment, or if it is continuing on in government reform and political reform, whatever it may be, there's endless amount of opportunities there. So I'm looking forward for that, because you never know where life takes you. And but in the meantime, we're trying to fix the things that need to be fixed in California, and I feel, like I said, very passionate about that. Yes.
Hi, Arnold. I don't have a question for you. I just wanted to introduce myself to you. You've been a huge idol to me as long as I can remember. My name's George Sullivan. Traveled all the way from Boston with my girlfriend Kristen, and I just wanted to say hi and thank you very much for putting this on, because it's unbelievable talking to you. I just see you in the movies all the time. But I guess one question I have for you is it at all possible if I could shake your hand?
Sure, we can do that afterwards.
Afterwards?
Oh, sure.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
I also just wanted to go back to your question, because I forgot to answer your question about the Sly movie and about the Terminator movie. I have seen the movie, but I have not seen it as a finished product yet. I have not seen it yet with the Terminator movie, with the special effects and some with the sound, and the music is not in there yet and so on. So I really cannot comment on it, what the movie will be like as a finished product. And there's a rule that you never, talk about a movie unless you have seen the finished product. But as I said to the director, when they began, that I wish them the best of luck. That I'm happy that they move forward with the franchise. I'm very happy of where I am with my profession as the governor, and they should try to find a way of doing a story that does not include me at all, not even one single shot in it. I don't believe in that, to kind of have them go out and promote the movie and say, Arnold is in the movie and everyone thinks that I'm the Terminator, but in fact, you only see 1 second of me in there. So I don't think it's the right thing to do.